At this juncture, please allow me to acknowledge the press. May I now request the Blue Ribbon Committee Secretary to acknowledge our resource persons for today. Committee Secretary.
The following resource persons are present. From the Department of Public Works and Highways, Undersecretary Ricardo Bernabe III, Undersecretary Arthur Bisnar. From the Department of Justice, Prosecutor General Richard Anthony Fadulion, Undersecretary Nicholas T., Assistant Secretary Joey Bernardes. From the Department of Budget and Management, Assistant Secretary Andrea Celine Magtalas. From the Office of the Ombudsman, Attorney Karen Batu, Attorney Jeffrey Ravello. From the National Bureau of Investigation, Director Melvin Matibag. That's all, Your Honor.
Comsec, may we know who did we invite other guests? Can you mention those who did not show up today, despite the fact that we sent notices to them last Wednesday afternoon?
We invited Representative Ferdinand Martin Romualdez, Representative Sia Alonto Adyong, Representative Jose Alvarez, Representative Julian Jam Baronda, Representative Laila de Lima, through Speaker D. The reason for their absence, Attorney Cheloy Velicaria Garafil said that the House of They sent a letter respectfully declining the invitation on the grounds of parliamentary courtesy.
Okay, what about the 18 bodyguards, Comsec?
We
Did
have
we
not
invite them?
We have not yes, we invited them, but we have not received any reply.
What about Attorney Baligot? Did we invite them? Did we
Yes,
invite
Your
him?
Honor, we invited, but we have not received any reply.
What about former Congressman Mike Defensor? Did we invite him?
We did not invite former Congressman Mike Defensor.
Okay, Comsec. So with that, we now allow our fellow senators to deliver their opening statements, if they have any. Go ahead.
Thank you, Chairperson Senator Erwin. Magandang umaga sa ating lahat. As earlier noted, for the record, today's proceedings are being conducted as a consultation and organizational meeting rather than a hearing of the committee. The purpose is to facilitate the orderly transition and continuity of the committee's work pending the completion of its reorganization and membership and formal constitution of the committee. As we proceed with the formal and official public consultation meeting of this committee, allow us to place on record the following and reiterate the following. The June 3 session, convened by 12 senators, was in compliance with the Constitution, the rules of the Senate, and jurisprudence. And 12 being a quorum, all acts pertaining to the official business of the Senate in plenary on June 3 are deemed lawful, consistent with the Constitution, including the motion to declare all elected positions vacant, which includes the position of Senate President, number one. Number two, the election of Senator Win Gatchalian as Senate President pro temp to address the vacancy in the position of Senate President is also lawful and consistent with the Constitution. And number three, the election of Senator Erwin Tulfo as chairperson of the Blue Ribbon Committee is likewise lawful and consistent with our rules. In addition, the official acts of the Senate in plenary last June 3 has been recognized as lawful and consistent with the Constitution by the Office of the President, the House of Representatives, several retired Supreme Court justices, deans, and eminent professors of law of various law schools nationwide, 5 former Senate presidents, and no less than the Integrated Bar of the Philippines, the largest organization of lawyers in the country. As such, we reiterate, therefore, that the so-called Blue Ribbon Committee hearing conducted last Thursday, June 4, was illegal, void ab initio, and had no binding effect. It is in this context that today's public consultation and organizational meeting of the Blue Ribbon Committee is being called to order. And we hope that with this proceedings, we will be able to get to the bottom of the truth behind the allegations earlier presented. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I yield the floor.
Thank you, Senator Pangilinan. We now go to our acting Senate President, Senate Pro Tempore, Win Gatchalian.
Maraming salamat, Chairman, and let me acknowledge and thank our Chairman, Chairman Erwin Tulfo, for calling this hearing/consultative meeting. Let me also thank our Vice Chairman, Vice Chairman Kiko Pangilinan, and of course, all the members of this esteemed committee. Unang-una sa lahat po, nakakadismaya na hindi po umattend yung 18 bodyguards, yung kanilang abogado na si Attorney Baligod at si Ginoong Mike Defensor dito sa ating patawag. Ito po ay opisyal na patawag. Nag-release po ang Blue Ribbon Secretariat ng official na invitation. Ipinost to sa website. Itong ating consultative meeting today ay ini-stream rin po sa website. At makikita ho natin na full complement po ang nandito po sa consultative meeting. At nakakadismaya po dahil kung alam ng mga invited guests, particularly po yung 18 bodyguards, na sa loob ng kanilang puso ay alam nila ang katotohanan, dapat pumunta ho sila dito para ipamahagi at i-share sa ating lahat ang katotohanan. Hindi ho pwedeng pumili kung saan sila pupunta at magsalita. Hindi ho pwedeng pumili kung sino ang kakausapin ho nila, kung kakampi man o hindi. Dahil kung alam mo na sa puso mo ang katotohanan, kahit saan kang pupunta, kahit saan ka pumunta, katotohanan dapat mong sabihin. Marami ho kaming, ako ho, personally, marami po akong inihandang mga katanungan. Nakita ko po yung kanilang mga sinumpaang salaysay. Marami po akong gustong itanong dahil marami po akong nakikitang inconsistency, gaps, at gusto kong malinawan itong mga inconsistencies at gaps. Nagprepara ho tayo para makausap ho sila at para po maging patas ang pagdinig ho natin ngayong umagang ito. Pero sa ganitong sitwasyon, ako po personal na nadidismaya dahil hindi ho tayo nagkaroon ngayon ng pagkakataon para matanong sila at lalong klaruhin yung mga kanilang isinasabi itong mga nakaraang mga panahon. Sa alam ko marami ho silang inikutan na iba't ibang venue para magsalita. Pero ito po yung pinakamahalagang venue para po ilahad ang katotohanan. So sa ganitong punto, ako po ay nagpapasalamat po sa ating chairman sa kanyang paghahanda dito sa ating aktibidad ngayong araw na ito. At nagpapasalamat po ako sa lahat ng ating mga kasamahan dahil nagbigay ho sila ng oras at naghanda sila, no, para harapin po itong mga 18 bodyguards na marami pong sinasabi tungkol po sa iba't iba pong mga personalidad. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat po, Senator Pro Tempore, Acting Senate President Win Gatchalian. We'd also like to acknowledge the presence of our colleague, Senator JV Ejercito, Senator Bamakino, Senator Tito Soto, and Senator Risa Ontiveros.
Salamat, Chair.
We now, I believe Senator Rafi has a statement.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, it took all my energy to not to gate crush the live selling that happened here last June 4. The way it happened, the way it was handled, the statements being made. Gusto ko lang talagang pumunta dito, hindi naman po ako invited doon sa conference nila na yon. I waited for today's hearing to confront the resourceful persons they presented. Let me call on them 18 kargador. Kasi nga po, nagkakarga sila ng mga mali-maletang pera, sabi nga nila. Yun po talagang trabaho nila, taga-bitbit, taga-karga ng maleta. Una, sino ba itong 18 kargador ng mga maleta? Saan ba sila galing? We cannot simply bring in people sa Blue Ribbon Committee na nag-aakusa na mabibigat na paratang nang hindi man lang nalalaman kung karapat-dapat ba sila paniwalaan. Kasi simulang-simula pa lamang po na tinawag silang 18 Marines, may paglilinlang na agad. Yung bansag na 18 Marines ay isang paraan upang pabanguhin sila sa publiko. Matik po kasi yan. Pag sinabing Marines, iba po ang respeto ng mga tao. Pero hindi naman po silang lahat ay dating Marines. At mahigit kalahati sa kanila ay discharged without honors or dishonorably discharged from service for various offenses. Ibig sabihin, palpak sila. Tulad ng pagiging AWOL o absent without leave. Why is this information very important? Because for people to believe their allegations, it must come from a credible and reliable source. And so, the people using them portray them as heroes. God damn. Sabi nga ng isa sa mga senador na dumalo nung araw na yon, bayani daw po sila. Pero nakakaya naman po sila sa iba nating mga bayani. Na itong 18 kargador na ilang taon nagtrabaho kay Saldico, may 7 years at 9 years at nagbitbit daw, sabi nila, ng sangkatutak ng maleta ng pera. At bigla na lang tinubuan ng konsensya at ngayon ay naninira ng buhay ng mga inosenteng tao, ay tatawagin nating bayani. Pasensya na. Hindi ako papayag na matabi ang mga sinungaling nito kila Jose Rizal, Andres Bonifacio at mga dakila nating OFWs. At dito papasok ang pangulo kong punto. Hindi lang po ang kredibilidad ng 18 kargador ang kaduda-duda. Ang mismong testimonya nila ay nakakapagtaka. Lumabas na po ang ilan sa mga ito sa balita, pero pasadaan lang po natin. Let me show some video clips of the hearing. Video 1.
Si Father Flavi ay hinatiran ko ng pera doon sa Mindanao Ab. Isang sobre yun, sir.
Anong lugar po yun?
Sa Mindanao Ab, sa mismong simbahan niya, sir. Sa may gilid ng kalsada.
Bakit po kayo nagdala ng pera doon sa pare?
Kasi, sir, hindi ko ano, sir, kung pang ano nila yun, sir, eh. Basta nagdala lang kami ng pera, sir. Tapos doon sa 33...
Maleta din ba? Dinala mo?
Isang sobre, sir. Tapos doon, sir, sa 33 Clemente.
Baka naman sulat lang pinadala
Hindi, sir.
sa'yo, sobre
Pera,
lang.
sir. Kita ko mismo, sir, eh. Tapos sa 33 Clemente, sir, isang maleta.
Kanino?
Kay Father Flavi, binuhat ko papunta sa sakyan niya. Tapos yung suot niya, sir, itim na pangpare.
Sagot naman ni Diocese of Cubao Bishop Elias Ayuban Jr., there is no church entrusted to the Society of the Divine Word on Mindanao Avenue or anywhere in its vicinity.
Pangalawa, iPhone time travel. 2024 pa lang, wala pang iPhone 16e noong 2024.
Pumutok yung flood control po, 2024. Nakapagsalita na po dito si Master Sergeant Orly Gotisa. Ngayon, maraming nagliligaw sa amin.
Ano po?
Nililigawan po kami na hindi na po kami magsalita. Yung lahat ng cellphone po namin, ibibigay po sa kanila.
Sa anong dahilan?
Papalitan po ng mga bago po, iPhone po.
Ano bang klase yung mga cellphone nyo? Nokia?
iPhone 16.